As a parent, we know one of the best feelings is when our infants get a good night's sleep. But those nights can be hard to come by. Well, this afternoon, we are happy to welcome sleep expert Tara Hess back to the 4 o'clock show to discuss ways parents can help their babies get a better night's sleep. Tara, thanks so much for joining us today. Let's first start off with your advice for parents to get their newborns to sleep a little better.
Well, one of the most common things I hear is that parents will say their newborns have their days and nights confused. So a lot of newborns want to be up all night and then want to sleep during the day, which is very normal, but there's definitely some things we can do about that. One of the most important things is exposing them to a lot of light during the daytime. So having all the windows open or getting outside in the fresh air and the sunshine is really good to do as much as possible when they're awake during the day. And then obviously at nighttime, you want to do the opposite of that. I also get a lot of questions about, should we have normal noise during the day? Should we try to keep it quiet? And I do think you should allow for normal noise during the daytime. But when they're sleeping, when they're napping, trying to keep it quiet and just respecting their sleep is always a good idea. We don't want to go more than about 3 hours between daytime feedings either. Sometimes if they're like napping a lot, sleeping a lot during the day, they won't eat enough during the day. And then one reason why they'll wake up a lot during the night is because they're hungry. They didn't get all the calories they need during the day. So of course, when they're brand new, they might want to eat like every 2 hours, sometimes even more often than that. But even for my babies up through 4 and 5 months, I like to see them eating every 3 hours at the most during the daytime, so they're not seeking those calories out at nighttime.
That is great advice. What about like sleep noise, like white noise? And then is that something that's a good idea for little babies?
Yeah, in the womb, the sound that they hear is louder than a vacuum cleaner. It's pretty loud, and so silence is weird for them. So I love to use white noise, really for any age level. It is recommended to be about as loud as a shower, and that can definitely help promote sleep.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so what about specific positions for babies? They always say back is best now, but I know my mom said that wasn't the case when I was a baby. So kind of talk about the positions that are best for babies to sleep in.
Yeah, well, technically, they've done a lot of research since our moms had babies or our grandmas had babies, and they did find that the back is the safest place for a baby to sleep. It reduces the risk of SIDS. And so they did the whole back to sleep campaign, and now, babies are supposed to sleep on their back. Technically, for the whole first year, you're actually supposed to place your baby down on their back. Even though obviously around, 4, 5, 6 months along in there, sometimes babies start to roll over from their back to their stomach. And at that point, it is okay to allow them to sleep on their stomach as long as they get into that position themselves and they are able to roll back over if they want to. So if they can only roll from back to stomach, then it's actually not safe for them to sleep on their stomach. So yes, positioning, technically for safety, the ABCs of sleep are alone, on their back, and in a crib or a pack and play or a bassinet. Those are the only approved places for sleeping for newborns.
Well, thanks so much, Tara. I know there are some mamas out there with little babies who are so appreciative of the advice, and also of the older babies too, and the toddlers and the kiddos. So we appreciate you. We hopefully will see you here soon. And again, thanks for your time.
Okay, thanks, Stacia. Bye.